Welcome to this online CAD course. Uh, Last class you just gone through the introduction of Unigraphics. So today we'll go for the introduction to Sketcher environment in Unigraphics. Okay. Whether screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Unigraphics screen is visible. Okay. So now I'll go for the creation of a FAT file. In that you can look out. So what are the different options are available to make in Sketch. Now file, new. Okay. So if you want to go for millimeter, you go for millimeter here units. If you want to go for inches, then you go for inches. So let us go for, I'll go for millimeter. So part is here. So you can select any one folder. So where you want to save the files. Now this is what a folder. You can set working directory. So now this is what welcome screen of your part modeling. Okay, part modeling. So now .prt refers to the part modeling here. Star.prt refers to the part modeling. Now we'll just look out. Now this is what the coordinate system. It is a coordinate system. Okay. So here you get a two type of coordinate systems. One is a working coordinate system, another one is absolute coordinate system. Okay. So we'll study absolute coordinate system as well as working coordinate system when you are going to create the models. When you want to insert the features one over another with some references. Okay. So you will come to know how we can use this coordinate system. Okay. So to have a sketch, now click here. So you can dock this toolbar either upside or on downside. Okay. You can dock this toolbar. You can just move around the toolbar. Okay, you can just dock the toolbar, so where you want to place. Okay. Now just click on this. Wait a minute, it's creating some problem. Okay. Not responding. So now this is what sketch icon. So by clicking this icon, you can select the sketch area environment, or you can open the sketch area environment. So now here you have a type here, that means on which you want to create the sketch area first. Okay. So first default is an on plane, next one is a on path. Suppose if you want to create the sketches in along a path of a curvy linear, so then you can go for on path. Now I will select on plane. So I will select first the front view, that is what XY. So then you click on OK here. Okay. So now the figure is what in an isometric view. You can go for view, then orient view to the sketch here. Okay. Now it is going to be represented parallel to your drawing window. Okay. Now these are the tools which are used to draw the profile in a sketcher. Okay. So default is a profile. So profile is what? It is a combination of two elements. One is line, another one is a arc here. Okay. So here one is line, another one is arc. So we have two input methods here. One is based on coordinate, another one is based on distance and angle. You can just observe here, as you are moving the cursor, it's showing the x coordinate as well as y coordinate. X coordinate as well as y coordinate. So this input is called as a dynamic input. This input is called as a dynamic input. Okay. So you can provide the values, okay, and start it. Okay. If you click here, you just look out. Now it is asking length and angle. Length and angle. Now the angle measurement system is the same as you studied in computer aided machine drawing. That is what in solid edge. Okay. So let us, I will repeat here. So angle measurement and direction. Okay. So now a coordinate system is here. This is what x, this is what y. Okay. Now intersection of this x axis and y axis, we are going to call it as a origin. Origin, that is what values are 0, 0, 0. Now the angle measurement will start with respect to the right hand side direction here. Here the angle is 0, here the angle is 90 degree, here on left side angle is 180, on down side angle is 270. Okay. So, what I will prefer this right side as treated as east direction, this top side will be treated as north direction. On this left side we are going to treat it as a west side, and on this down side we are going to treat it as a south side. Okay. So, now we can just observe here the angle measurement is in anti-clockwise. Now, this concept is same for all CAD softwares. Okay. So, not only for UZ, not only for CATIA, not only for Solid Edge, if you are using any type of CAD softwares, this angle measurement and angle reference directions are same. Okay. Let us take an example. Now, make a first point here. Okay. That is what existing point. Now, I will go for 50, angle as a 45. You just look out. So, distance is 50, angle is 45. Okay. Suppose if you want to unhighlight all these dimensions here, now you have got dimensions along this line. Okay. So, let us see here auto dimensions. You need to turn off auto dimensions here. Okay. So, you need to turn off this one. Okay. Now, I will go for erasing. I think you need to select the selection tool. Just place a window here to delete multiple objects, either you can select single here. Okay. You can select single. Now, you need to close the active command, then only you can go for a selection of the elements here. Okay. Now, we will continue again with this profile. So, as I said, it consists of a line as well as arc. You can provide the dimensions according to coordinates. Okay. Suppose if you want to draw the line at a 40 mm in x direction, you provide x as a 40 and y as a 0. Okay. It's giving information, so you need to turn off information. Okay. Similarly, you can provide coordinate value x 40. Okay. Use a tab to switch from one coordinate to another coordinate here. Now, x is 0 here, y is 25. Now, I can join. Okay. So, you can place the dimensions using dimensions here. Okay. So, you can just click on dimensions here, you can place dimensions. Okay. I think from here it has been highlighted. suppose if you want to draw the line and arc continuously, you can switch over from line to arc in profile command itself. Let us take I want to draw an elongated hole here, okay? Elongated hole. Now I will start here, okay? Now I will switch to wait a minute. So it has took in xy plane, okay? Let us try one more time. Okay? We'll go for sketch, okay? So now we'll select a top plane here, that is what xy plane. We'll say okay. Go for view, orient view to sketch. Now I want to draw elongated hole here. Okay? Now we turn on, you will get a circle, then go to line, you will get a line here. Then if you want to go for arc, you just click on arc. Okay? So now auto dimensions are on, you can just turn off auto dimensions. Okay? You can place the dimensions afterwards. Okay? So now compared to CATIA, so here the constraining is easy, constraining in easy. Okay? Now this is what profile tool. Next one is what line tool. So again line you can input with the help of coordinate or a distance and angle. So line you can provide with coordinate. Okay. You can provide with coordinate or angle. Okay. Anyone you can use. Okay. So next is arc. So you got two methods here to draw an arc. One is what arc by 3-point method, another one is center point and its a radius. Okay, center point or end points. So let us go for 3-point. You need to just pick 3 points here. You need to pick a 3 points. Okay, so you can alter the dimensions. You can alter the dimensions. Suppose if you want to go for changing the dimensions, you can alter. Okay. So here it has took all dimensions with respect to your coordinate system. Just look out here. Okay. This is what arc by 3-point. Let us go for arc, center and end point. Now first you need to specify the center point of arc here. If once you specify the center point, then you need to specify the arc start point, then arc end point here. Okay. Arc start point and arc end point. Okay. Similarly, let us look out. So we can provide here is the same. In this case, you no need of angle. Okay. In this case, you no need of angle. Okay. You just provide the center point, arc start point and end point. Okay. Now next one is circle here. Okay. So circle, again you have two methods here. One is using a center point method, another one is drawing a circle by using 3 points. Okay. Circle, center point, okay, then diameter, then diameter. Okay. Let us go for circle by 3 point, first point, second point, sorry. Okay, this is what 3 point. So let us look out parameter mode. What you will get? You will get a diameter here. Okay? You will get a diameter. for xy coordinate as well as for dimensions, you are going to get the same option for arc as well as for circle. Okay. Now let us go for next tool. So next tool is now they are not highlighted. Look out, this is what a fillet, this is what a chamfer. Fillet and chamfer. Now these two are not highlighted. These two tools are going to be highlighted once you have a geometry in workspace. Okay. Let us go for first fillet. So fillet is a tool so where you can remove the corners, you can remove the sharp corners and place with an arc here, place with an arc. So let us select first and select, then you need to provide the radius here, example 5 mm. Now this option is similar to the edge, so what you studied in CATIA. Okay. You just look out here. Now you have another option here, whether you want to trim the corners which are to remove, or whether you want to retain the corners as it is, whether you want to retain the corners as it is. So options, you have a delete third curve and delete create alternate fillet. So now this is an additional feature here, this is an additional feature. Earlier it is possible to create a fillet with only 2 lines, but here you have possibility to create a fillet with 3 edges. Let us take this is a trapezoidal shape. Okay. Now I want to create a fillet, okay, using so 3 methods. Okay. Let us go for try with this one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's took somewhere. For practice, we need to go for some specific dimensions. Then only we will get the results. Otherwise, we will get the same problem here. Okay. That is 75 is there. Okay. Let us see. Fillet. Okay. So we'll go for, let us see. It is a new option here. First, second, third. Okay. So it has to. I think better to provide the radius itself. Okay. Better to provide the radius itself. Okay. We need to check out. So you have options to create a fillet with using 3 elements. We will see. Okay. No, I think we need to follow some steps here. We will see. Okay. We will try that one in next class. That is what making a fillet. Okay. It is an additional feature. Okay. Earlier it was not there. It is an additional feature. So next is the chamfer. I think in fillet, if you click on this one, untrim, so it's going to remain say just as it is. Now the edges remains as it is, the fillet is created. Okay. Now similarly chamfer here. So for this one I will take a rectangle here. Now we need to go for some exact dimensions. Okay. Okay. Now chamfer. Okay. So for chamfer you have options here. One is what symmetry, another one is asymmetric, another one is offset and angle here. If you gone for symmetry, so the chamfering is going to be takes place a same distance on both the edges. Now let us look out here. Now this is what a sharp corner. Okay. So now you want to produce a chamfer here. Now you want to produce a chamfer. If you gone for symmetry, so let us take this as a distance d1, this as a distance d2. Okay. So now value remains same here, d1 equal to d2, d1 equal to d2. This is what symmetric option. Now in asymmetric, so if you consider a corner here, now in this case it is a d1, this is what d2. Okay. Now here d1 is not equal to d2 here. Okay. Now d1 means distance of one edge, d2 means distance of another edge. Okay. Let one is angle here. Next one is what? Offset and angle. Okay. So offset and angle. Now with reference to the baseline, suppose we need to cross check that one, because the which one is going to take at a base. Now this is what a offset distance. Okay. Then this is what a angle. I think so. We will see. Okay. This is what theta is angle here. D1 is offset distance. Okay. Now we will try. Now offset is distance here. I will go for first symmetry. So distance is 15. Okay. Now select first edge, second edge. Okay. Now provide how much distance? Now 15. I will go for 15. Okay. Okay. Right. Now asymmetric. Let us go for distance d1 is 25. Distance 1 is 15. Now select this edge and this edge. Okay. Now we can provide a 15 and 20. I'm sorry, it has to cut 36. Right. 15 and 25. One more method is offset and angle. So now distance, offset distance is 25, angle is 60. Let us look out. This is a base edge, this is another reference edge. Okay. So now distance is here 15. Now we will show here. Okay. From this edge to okay, it's measuring angle. Okay. I will go for horizontal distance. Okay. From this edge to this edge. Now distance is 25. Okay. Distance is 25. Now let us go for measurement of angle. Okay. Now I will just measure with respect to this one. It is a 30. That means on this side you are going to get angle as a 60 here. Okay. This is what use of chamfer. This is what use of chamfer. Okay. So next one is rectangle. Okay, a rectangle. So you've got a three options here to draw a rectangle. One is by using 2 points, that is what diagonal corners. Another one is placing a first point and specifying its height and specifying its length. Next one is from center point. Okay? From center point. Now practically we are going to use only this one, that is what, by 2 points. Somewhere sometimes you need from center point. Okay. Now let us go for by 2 point. So just to provide its width and height here. Okay, width and height. So now this is one is what, by 3 point. So first you specify first corner point, then you specify the width. Okay, let us go for width as 100. Okay, then you can specify angle here, orientation angle 45 degree. Okay. Next you provide height. Okay. This is what 3 point. Okay. So first point is corner point, next is its width. Okay. So next is the height. Okay. But in this case you have not altered the angle here, angle has taken as a 0 degree. Suppose if you want to place with orientation, so you provide angle. Okay. So next is center point. Okay. So first you need to specify the center point of rectangle. Okay. Then half of the width. Now it is taking a full width here 390, then half of the height. Okay. So it is going to show full here. Now 470. If you measure, it is a 474, it is a 900. Okay. But specification is what? It is a half. You are specifying from center point to half width, but reading is it is a taking as a 2 times. Okay. From this point to this, it is half of the height, it is taken as a 474. Okay. This is what 3 point. Okay. So next if have an one more option is here, it is a spline. Okay. It is what? Spline. Okay. So now click here, you have some options here. So how many points you want to get? Okay. So now I need a 5 point here to complete one spline, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. Five control points. You can go for 3 control points. Okay. You can go for 3 control points. Okay. So I think degrees are different, the control points are different. We will see. So degrees and control points are different, not the same. Sorry. Okay. So next now we have one more here. This is what by through points here. This is what by poles. So these two are different. These two are different. Okay. So let us say I will go for by poles. Now I will select the same points here. So what I selected to draw the earlier one. This is my first point. This is my second point. This is my third point. This is my fourth point. This is my fifth point. Okay. Now I will say apply. So what is there? You got same. You got a different here. Now you got a sharp corners here. Okay. So let us look out. So now we'll go for degrees here, 3 degrees. Okay. I'll go for by poles. So first point. That is what first pole. Second pole, third pole, fourth and fifth. Now I'll say apply. Okay. Now for this spline, we need to study some detail here, because you have some control points and the orientation of degree is respective to the start point of this spline as well as end point of this spline. So as well as its control, Suppose if you gone for closed, you are going to get a closed loop here. You are going to get a closed loop. Now through point, first point, second, third. Okay. You got closed loop here. So let us go for 5 here. Okay. Let us go for 5. Okay. So degrees are 5, first point, second point, third. Okay. Now whether you are getting a same shape or you are getting a different shape here. So now you need to study, as I said, you need to study this spline. Okay. So this is called as a non-uniform rationalized NURBS. Okay. One theory is there to study this spline. Okay. Now just have an idea. So the shape of deflection is controlled by degrees. Okay? Is controlled by degrees. Okay? Right? Okay. So next you have a point. So for creation of a point, you have a different options here. So now specify point. So you got a inferred, you got a cursor location, you got a end point, you got a control point, you got a intersection point, you got a circle center point, you got a quadrant points. So another one is existing point, another one is a point on a curve or edge. Okay. So now if you click on inferred, I think it's going to show the dimensions. Okay. So you can provide value here, x coordinate value, y coordinate value, as well as z coordinate value. Okay. If you specify coordinate value, let us go for minus 15 here and minus 10. We'll say okay. Look out, now point is specified here. Okay, point is specified here. Okay. That is what, minus 15 here, 10 here. Okay. Now similarly, you can go for the cursor location. Cursor location means where you just click on. So where you want to place the points. Now as other dimensions are, it's showing all dimensions with respect to origin. Okay. Now just click on where you want to place. Okay. Okay. So next end point, it's going to snap to the end point of the line as well as end point of the arc. Sorry, end point of the arc. Okay. So next, control points. So you can use it on splines. Control point. Next, intersection point. So if you have an intersection of line and arc, you got an intersection there. If you want to create a point over that one, you can go for intersection. Similarly, if you want to create a circle center point, you can click on this one. And if you want to go for creation of a points or quadrant of a circle. Okay. So next, you can click on existing point to create the points. Okay. Now point on curve, you can just click on any one. So okay, now we'll click here. Now if you want to create a point, it is going to be created on that point on curve. Okay. Right. So now this is what about the drawing options or drawing commands in Unigraphics. Actually, I have not gone for full details here. So